Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. A fairly short kick from the 14. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Swift. 7 yards up. It'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Touchdown, Detroit! Robert Tonyan with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Bears. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but We know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On second down, Swift. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44.
To throw is Goff. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The Lions at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. To throw is Fields. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named. It's funny because I talked with the
coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look at running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And here's Fields on the sneak, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields. time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Tiger, Tiger. Louis.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. They got his man complete. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Caught by Montgomery. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will tie us at 12-all. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, 30 yards. And the Bears have broken the tie. Nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage. The 17.
They're on 17.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
On 2nd and 15 now. Fields got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a give running left with Montgomery. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll go down at the 28. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Bears 26, Lions 12.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get... This is caught inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Matthew Adams. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. Runs over it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
Now, like that, he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bears are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
33. Lions 12.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safety.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Allen Lazard, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That's caught by Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another